and call this to order. Hotspot. Well, I was going to mention that Mike was this would be his last meeting, but we'll save it for next. Hopefully, he can come in March. Can you guys hear me okay online?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. Okay, has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from the last meeting? And I guess we should. Andrea's not here. Do you mind, since you're the only person?
I can try. I don't have any paper. It's gonna write on the agenda.
You know what? I can do it. I can do double duty here.
I'm happy to do it. Thanks, Jerome.
Yeah, that's okay. Are there any changes or corrections to the minutes?
Right, Carrie Coyne from Green Space Advisory. Her name is spelled Carrie.
Okay. Okay, any other changes or additions? Okay, if not, could I get a motion to approve the minutes
So moved.
in a second? Okay, I think that's Elizabeth. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. Next item on the agenda is visitor comments, and you like to introduce yourself and
Hi everyone, my name is Anna Carayan and obviously a resident of Webster, and I'm here today just because I was hoping to talk with the city council liaison about possibly changing city code to allow for commercial composting in Webster Groves. And I accomplished my mission for the day. I'm excited to be here and hear what else you're working on.
great, thank you so much. Councilmember Bliss. Any updates?
Well, Prop W is the big one of the day, and Dr. Peoples is here to talk about that a little
Great.
bit more. That's kind of our
Yeah,
big
that's-
thing, other than sustainability open house, which you all know about, and that's it. The other thing is 314 Day is coming up, and I know the Business Development Commission is starting to work on that a little bit. You can use hashtag 314 Day and hashtag STL Made to talk about anything related to 314 Day.
Okay, Dr. Peoples, do you want to
Sure.
tell us about Prop W?
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. And Councilwoman Bliss, I was coming to support you.
Oh,
That's not what I heard. That's not what you heard?
No.
That's all right. We can all
Okay.
just dive in. We're
Yeah.
a small but mighty group here. So really excited about Prop W. And to those of you online, hopefully you've seen some of the educational materials that have went out. If not, there is a plethora of information on the city's website as well as posted on various socials. We've got stuff on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And just to give you an idea, if you can see me holding up that, we've got a variety of informational one-pagers that hit on different topics that might be of interest to different residents. Hey, would you like one? Sure. Please. And you're welcome to sit.
Yeah, you
I'm
can
not-
go
but you're welcome
We
to
did
sit.
not have
Okay.
everybody join us today, so you can,
Thank you.
I'm gonna sit here if you'd like.
I'm just taking notes if you see me on my phone.
Oh, it's fine. So one of the most exciting things, in my opinion, about Prop W is I truly believe there's something in here for everybody. It's, obviously the big ticket item is replacement of the aquatic center, which we're calling the water park now, because, some of the features and designs that community members will be able to select from should this pass really are more in the nature of the water park and just more for all members of families, young folks, bigger slides, faster slides, all of that good stuff. But in terms of other features, splash pad, and I'm certainly not going to read all these to you, but it focuses on, again, a variety of things. Splash pad, ADA, expanded features within parks, a lot of solar enhancements, improvements, new things, which certainly speaks to this group and the efforts that you all have done with this group. LED lights for ball fields, walking paths, tennis courts, So really, we just wanted to share that, ask you to take some of the yard signs with you if you would like. If you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. We're really eager to start speaking with individuals, groups, and share more about the education and what all Prop W really means. There's been a lot of information. I'm sure most people have heard indoor pool, outdoor pool. I'm here to tell you there's more than pools. There's a lot built into Prop W. But all of it supports parks and recreation. So. Questions, whatever, please.
Well, the purpose, we have these talking points pulled together, because I know at one point we had talked about having, if you all were interested in writing letters
Mhm.
as individuals or as a commission to help support Prop W, in the mailbag at the Kirkwood Webster Times. And
That would be appreciated. You can pull
Yeah.
from the talking points, certainly make it your own. And the things that are in the talking points, they're not exclusive. There's other great things about Prop W. It really was just to put out some of the highlights and give people ideas.
I mean, I think it'd be really useful for the commission to chime in through a letter to, because there is, everyone's talking about the pool and not the, more nerdy things like LED lighting. So that would be I think we'd have a chance to maybe highlight some of that, which people may not know as much about, so.
Well, I tend to think the nerdy things are pretty exciting. But there's a lot. Aside from that, the solar is extremely cool, but we've built solar into the plans in about every place we can. So you may know that for example, the Ivory Crockett Park pavilions were replaced last summer. They needed to be replaced. They don't have solar, but they were built to hold solar. And so should this pass, then they would then be outfitted with solar. So we've been trying to prepare in various areas for that. And the reason I point out Ivory Crockett Park is because, of course, we've got the splash pad on here. Ideally, should this pass and we move forward with a splash pad, that would operate off of solar. Would be regenerated water rather than wasting water. We also have the bathroom replacements at Ivory Crockett Park. Of the parks that have bathrooms, it's the only one that's not heated, so it needs some love. But ideally, it would run off of solar as well. So there's a lot of, I'll use your term nerdy, there's a lot of built-in sustainable things in all of the projects. So I'm excited about that.
And then the other thing is that many of these projects are in our capital improvement program. So those are slated to happen anywhere from 1 to 5 years from now. And so the beauty of this is we could just kind of get it all done at once, because, as you build new parking structures or new shade structures, just to put the solar in at one time is more efficient. So that's another, I think, a good point to remember.
I see a hand raised. I think it may be John.
John,
John?
do I have to allow him to raise?
I think you might need to allow them to promote them to panelists perhaps. Yeah.
Okay, John.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I just wanted to flag that I did submit a letter to the editor to the Webster Kirkwood Times yesterday or the day before. So
Thank you for doing that. I greatly appreciate it.
I didn't flag the Sustainability Commission per se. I just did it as an individual. So having other people do it as well is great.
Thank you. So City Council is going to be available to speak to small groups, whether it's small groups of residents or like Rotary groups, whatever your group might be. What we're currently doing is putting together a calendar that will have council persons availability. So Councilmember Bliss has already filled her out, and people can go in and see that time where she's available and request her or another council member or staff to come meet with their group and to ask some very specific questions. Perhaps it's your interest area, excuse me. So we're hoping people will do that. If you all can help us get the word out there. We've also got an online forum where people can request yard signs. They can request other literature, information. So really trying to reach a variety of people in the format that's easiest for them.
Okay. Yep. I was going to ask just to remind myself, as far as how the projects will be selected if this passes.
Yeah, so it's kind of the $1,000,000 question. So the projects for the most part, and I'll say my piece, and Councilwoman Bliss can add on. Council went through a prioritization process with the projects. So the projects all came from things that were in the capital improvement plan, sorry to use the acronym and say SIP, but in the capital improvement plan that are spaced out and that we know we have to do for replacements within the next few years, so some of the maintenance things. Or they came from the old 40-acre plan, which has been around a long time, certainly predates me. And so all of the projects were really taken from those things. And then we did the community survey. And so we had feedback from there, and we had a couple of other avenues where we heard from community members, and then council went through their own prioritization. So the list on the project are the ones that are intended to be completed. Where that kind of strays is the features that are included. So for example, the outdoor water park. Communities can have a lot of opportunity, do you want a standing slide? Do you want zero entry over here? So we're really trying to do some of that. Same with the skate park as an example. So it's slated to be completed should it pass. But what will those skate features be?
Okay.
So that.
Yes,
answer?
yeah,
Okay.
gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
what else?
any other questions online?
One more thing.
Please.
Sure.
I wanted to let the committee know that I was able to arrange for someone from the city to speak at the Jefferson Township Democratic Club meeting coming up about Proposition Y. And I found it very easy folks are very interested about having a speaker and learning more about it before the April election. And so I'd encourage folks to think about other groups like that maybe we could have a public speaker in to make the case, because I think there's a group of people that seems very keen on this covered pool thing, and they are out there messaging and working it. And I think we want to tell the full story and tell all the other positive aspects of the bond issue so that voters have a complete view. And I think so I'd encourage other people to think about groups like the local Democratic Club that are Webster people and are people who are likely to be both voters as well as thought leaders within the community.
Thank you. That would be really appreciated. We're really trying to get out in front of as many groups as we can and to answer the hard questions about the indoor pool as well. One of the things I think is really important for community members to understand is that the bond, should it pass, does not cover operational expenses. And that's the difficult part with the indoor pool. With the planning that we currently have, again, should it pass, then the footings, if you will, the preparation for an indoor pool will be built into this, but there will have to be a separate action for the operational cost at a later time. But again, we are trying to plan. From my personal perspective as a resident as well, it would be a shame if we miss out on the opportunity to do all of these other things because people vote on one issue.
Okay, anything else? All right, well, thank you for the update. Okay, well, staff liaison Vera is out ill today, so we will not have a staff update. So we'll move on to old business, including the solar open house, which is Sunday at Olive and Oak from 1 to 3. And I'm pretty excited about this because I don't think in my tenure on sustainability, we've ever had an event like this where we hosted people in and had an open house and let them ask questions about something we're doing as a commission. So I know folks have been trying to spread the word. And I think the name of the game is just going to be just hoping people come through the doors and they have a great opportunity to get any questions answered, or at least get get on people's radar for answering questions. And I know there's got to be a lot of interest in solar. Hopefully, pick the right day and people show up. But
Will there be a program or any set
there's not a set
schedule?
agenda.
Okay.
It's, I
Okay,
think the idea behind it is more of an open house. People can
Mhm.
pop in, pop out, even if it's for 15 minutes. Grab an appetizer, ask questions, get some literature, pick up we're gonna be giving away our recyclable bags. Our reusable bags rather. So, and I, being that it starts right at 1 o'clock outside two popular restaurants, so we can bring some people in the front door that way too. But I think there's a lot of interest and hopefully people show up.
Is there a sandwich board or something we could put outside on the sidewalk?
That's what I know Sean was gonna work on more of a
Okay.
flyer to put up. It's just to let people know who are there, that there's an event going on.
And how many installers and,
We have
Other
straight up and I've reached out to another, John had reached out to, I forget the name of the installer, but they don't do residential anymore, but they referred us to someone else and the name is escaping me, but I'm still waiting to hear on that one. But,
Emerson Smith said he would be there. I talked
Right.
with him.
right.
So I don't know, do you have other residents?
Yeah, there's, Sean put me in touch with someone, who is not affiliated with the city in any capacity, who has solar and is planning to come.
Great.
I believe there are a couple other, Elizabeth, will be able to answer questions. So, I think we'll have, at least 4 homeowners who have solar who can sort of share their perspective. So,
Awesome.
and if folks have questions, I'm sure that can't be answered right then and there, we'll have people to put in touch with them. But it's really just a chance to talk about what, a couple of big things the city did last year in terms of encouraging people to put solar on their homes. So I'll try to send out an update. I'll talk to Sean when she's back tomorrow about some of the final details. See y'all there.
In Jenny's absence, I talked with Jenny and I posted on the Webster Kirkwood Times local events online calendar. I posted both the solar event and the EcoEd
Okay,
event. And I know that she managed to get those 2 on Facebook before she left. And so those are available to share for anybody who hasn't gone into Facebook city calendar and shared it. And the I'm jumping ahead
oh, that's okay.
to EcoEd, but go ahead and finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say, anywhere else that we can, anywhere we can think to kind of get word out on this event, and have people drop by would be super. All right, so we'll move to the green bags distribution. I know Amna was, I think when you tried it, Amna, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, so I reached out to Straub's, Freddy's, and Schnucks, and we are good to go with Straub's and Freddy's.
Okay.
Freddy's was the easiest and most straightforward to schedule. So sorry, I'm trying to pull up my notes really quick. So at Freddy's, I was told that like 1 to 2 o'clock is the busiest time there on Saturdays.
Okay.
So I was like, great, we'll show up at 1 o'clock. So we'll bring our own table and chairs. And then Straub's, the store director, said we could come anytime between 10:30 and 1. If we want to stay that whole time, that's fine. If we want to do an hour, that's fine. So I didn't commit to a specific hour in that range.
Okay,
Schnucks, however, they have like a corporate community engagement like department or something.
Right.
and they require like a 90-day notice for things like this. So I was told that, and I didn't get around to filling out the form. But he said like I could go ahead and try and fill out the form and see if they get back to us. But for future reference, we need to give them 90 days notice, which I thought we were planning ahead, but apparently they need longer than that. So
Okay. Good to know for future
yeah.
occasions. Okay, well, that's great. I think, I think even just Straub's and Freddy's, I think we can see a good number of people between those. And what I could do is maybe send out a note and get people to see if they can volunteer for an hour. I think between the whole commission, maybe we could cover that.
What dates are we thinking
I
about doing
believe
this?
we're talking Saturday, April 20th, correct?
Yeah.
So that's the Saturday before Earth Day. And I think it's also, in addition to giving out the reusable bags, just a chance to talk with folks about what else we're doing as a commission. All right, well, thank you for
Yeah, of course. I did also mention that we would probably be handing out just informational material, but not soliciting anything. So
right. Okay, great. Well, thank you for doing that.
yeah, of course.
All right. Okay, Eco Ed series, and I'll let Karen talk about what's going on.
So in that event at the grocery stores will be a fantastic place to hand out the flyers for the
There you go.
Eco-Ed series. It is all scheduled and laid out. There are 6 events that have been finalized, 3 from Green Space and 3 from us. The dates are all on the flyers that I handed out, that I sent. I emailed them to everybody and also had some printed out here. We have a great lineup. And Don Corrigan from the Webster Kirkwood Times is at this moment probably in Southwest Park with David Wilson doing a photo shoot for an article for this Friday's Webster Kirkwood Times.
Okay,
So that, and he's planning on talking about the whole series, and I don't know what he's gonna do, but he asked basically for a thesis. There's so many hard questions that we needed to answer, and I think it's gonna be a really good article.
okay,
So I'm excited about that. I said I already posted them on the events calendars online. There's a QR code on the flyers that goes directly to the City of Webster's events calendar. I couldn't make it go to the Facebook events, unfortunately, because when I tried to go in on my phone from shooting at mobile, it said that I had to log into Facebook independently, and I was already logged into Facebook in the app, but it wanted to go through a website to get to Facebook, and I just said no. So I linked it straight to the city calendar. So this one goes right into this one event, but once they're there, they're in the city calendar.
okay.
So they can, see that there's a city calendar and look
Right.
around, and so I think that'll work. So does anybody have any questions about the events or the series itself?
No, I'm
Great.
I think I should be able to make at least, okay, so remind me, did we go away from, we have the March 5th, right?
This is March 5th, this
Okay.
one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is the flyer for the very first event.
Okay,
There'll be a flyer like this for every event. And what I was hoping, I asked Eric to print some out. I was hoping that there would be enough people here who would be able to pick some up and post them in various places wherever you haunt.
yeah,
I'm putting them in the library and the recplex. And I don't really haunt too many places. Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Strauss has a community board.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a handful and see if I can get around to places. I don't know even who all else has community boards.
So I imagine anyone who goes to the solar open house will be interested in energy.
Yes, we
efficiency.
can take those
Right.
with us. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, and did we have the Healthy Living Expo? Did that make it onto the agenda?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so may I talk about that
Sure,
for just a minute?
absolutely.
Because we have talked about it before. It's part of Healthy Planet. They have a Healthy Living Expo on April 17th. It's an annual event. They have a lot of vendors there. I asked if we could have a table and they said that we would have to pay for it. Even though it's at the Recplex, because they have to pay. So that makes sense, but I was also told that we could probably manage to have a table by the city outside of the event itself if they don't have room for us inside the event for free.
Mhm.
And I am volunteering to spearhead that effort
Okay.
and to sit there. It'd be nice to have somebody else to sit there with me. It's April 17th. And that is also a fantastic day to hand out green bags.
Right.
I mean, there'll be a lot of people there for the very reasons why we exist. And so I think that'll be a good place to go. We can advertise anything we want to there, the web series and anything else we have going on. The Webster on Wheels.
Right.
What date is Webster on Wheels?
I believe it's
May.
May 5th.
Because one of the things I also had a little brainstorm is that maybe we could have a bike clinic here. I mean, if whoever's doing Webster on Wheels, I came on after that last year, so I don't really know anything about the event.
Mhm.
And if somebody wanted to try to do something like that, that would be an awesome opportunity for that.
Okay.
Encourage people to bike there and do a bike clinic, but that's completely out of my technical wheelhouse.
Remind me, what are the hours again on the Healthy Living Expo?
That I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's like 10 to 3, something like that.
Okay.
So Wednesday.
17th?
Mm-hmm. 17th is a Wednesday.
I am so unprepared today. I apologize. I
It must
left
be at
I left
night.
my little brain book at home, so
That's
that's,
okay.
it's not a Wednesday. That is definitely not a Wednesday. April. It's not the 20th. I will have to get that information
yeah,
to you all. I will email it out.
Yeah, no, but it sounds like a great opportunity to connect with people on things we're doing.
Yeah, it's outreach 101 right there in
Right.
front of us. Yeah, okay.
All right, I guess we'll move on to new business, which is Webster on Wheels. And I don't have a ton of information on this. I don't know if, usually we've had Dave Buck come talk to us, I think. But
Jeff, I can step in a little bit on this because I've been involved in it the last couple of years.
yeah, great, thank you.
Yeah, so there is the initial kind of kickoff organizational meeting with Dave and some other people that are typically involved in it, which is like Ron Clip from the Hub and a couple other people. And that is next Thursday evening on March 7th, I think that is, at Llewellyn's at 7 p.m. I do plan to attend that. What Dave is going to be looking for from us as a sustainability commission is continue to sort of co-sponsor it along with the city. And by that, it doesn't mean contribute funds, or at least it hasn't the last couple years. But I think it's been notwithstanding that we haven't had great attendance the last couple years, which I think was a lot to do with weather.
Right.
But it's an opportunity for the commission we've had a table and we've given out bags and Jamie was involved along with me, and Amno is involved a lot, at least a couple years ago, just being there on site and helping support the event. I am and do want to be involved in it again this year, and I'm happy sort of after the first meeting, again, which is next week, I can brief the commission maybe in a bit more detail, because I'm not really sure sort of really whether things are going to change or what really the issues might be, how we're thinking about trying to get more people there.
Right,
So I could do that at the March meeting
Okay.
If that would be useful. But I also would just say I certainly don't want to, if anyone else wants to be involved, I have sort of, I'm happy to give some hours and be there on the day and contribute, but it's not my thing. And if anyone else wants to be involved in it, that they're welcome to join. When I say it's not my thing, I just mean to say that I'm not trying to control it from the Sustainability Commission's perspective, and any additional help and input, either planning meetings or otherwise, would be great. Would be great. I know Amna didn't have capacity to do it last year, but when the two of us are working on it together, I thought that was great. And then Jamie was involved as well, as I said.
Right. Okay. Well, we can kind of put that out there. I mean, plenty of opportunities to help out where you'd like. So, but yeah, if you could hit that first meeting, that would be really tremendous to kind of get us going.
Yep. Okay.
Great.
I will probably do that, and then yes, have a sort of an overview at the next meeting.
Okay, super. Okay, I think we've covered Prop W. Is there anything else to add on the sustainability measures? I think we've discussed those. With
I have a
that,
question.
oh, yeah. On
Regarding Prop W, is it appropriate for us as a commission, if we discuss it and we all decide we love this proposition and we want to endorse it, can we do that? Like, can we, as a commission, like, I don't know, form some sort of like memo or something that would kind of be signed by the commission? Is that appropriate?
It is appropriate, and the key term there was endorsing, so what we have to stay away from is vote yes, say yes. But certainly saying that it's endorsed, that it agrees with the values of the Sustainability Commission or certain projects, you can certainly do that. And then as individuals, if vote yes is your choice, you can obviously say that directly, giving your individual opinion.
Right, okay.
Thank you.
I'll just throw it out. Is there interest on the commission for taking a stab at a letter that we could send to the WKT?
I am interested. I don't know if I would be able to draft the letter on my own. Maybe like, I don't know if John is still here. He has experience like, writing letters and to WKT, but I would be happy to work with someone on that.
Okay, I would be happy to work with you if
Okay.
you can just connect on that, and then we can bring it to the commission.
Okay, awesome. That sounds great, Jeff.
All right. I don't think we have anything else except to remind folks that our next meeting, once again, because of I think in this occasion, a lot of folks are going to be gone for spring break. We are going to meet the last Monday in March, which is the 25th. So does that work for everyone? All right, sounds good. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, well. We've got a lot of.
No, necessarily, but.
You're missing the healthy portion of people out doing fun things.
Yeah, well, we have a lot coming up with
You all have a ton.
events, so
Yeah.
cross marketing is the name of the game, I think.
Yeah. Did.
Yeah, I feel like I filled my calendar for the next couple months.
You wanna visit in Tarrytown?
We'll see you Sunday.
No,
then.
I do not.
Okay.
I'm a resident.
Just when you said commercial composting, that's why.
Yeah, I just, I think it would be a cool venture
Sure.
and not necessarily for myself, but for anyone. And, so I thought, well, I better start at the beginning, which is possible, is it allowed? So I don't know if I'm gonna,
Yeah, Anna talked to Mara today.
no,
Was it?
I think it was last week or 2
Okay.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
And she said, you should go to the news.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Thank
It's
thank
a
you
great
so much.
idea for an initiative. I really, one of the first things I did when I moved into town was call Waste Management and said, do I have to throw my kitchen trash away? Really?
Yeah,
We did, when I first got on the commission, this has been years ago, but we got a grant and we offered individual composters to residents, and there's a great deal of interest in that.
uh-huh.
We really,
So it was entertained as an idea, but not necessarily.
no, we did it. We
Oh, okay.
gave out, I forget what the cost was, but they were discounted individual composters for residents. And we gave them away, yeah,
Nice.
or sold them at a discount.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of community interest. So.
Mhm. Well, actually.